feel His presence, and that is enough for me. I need His presence today, friends. I don't have to see a miracle. I don't have to see anybody, whatever. I don't have to hear a message in tongues. I don't have to. All I have to know is, okay, God, in your presence, take a deep breath. And I'm going to make it. I got to have His presence because life gets crazy. I need Him today. I don't have to understand the miracles. I just got to feel Him a little bit. A moment to refocus right at the end of this today, friends. 3 things I want to share with you. The first one is this. God is not limited to do things the way I expect or want. He is not limited. The second one is this, and I think this is probably really critical. Listen to it. When my faith is imperfect, His grace is sufficient. Boy, I wish I knew more than I do. Boy, I wish I had figured it all out. Boy, would I be a rich guy. Write a book. Man. But I don't. But this gives me comfort in knowing that when my faith is imperfect, just like this nobleman's faith was not perfect. He was just where he was. And in that illogical and emotional moment, he just blurted out in the only paradigm that he knew, "Come to my house and my son will live." Wow. His faith was imperfect, but the grace of God was sufficient. God's grace will meet you right where you are. You don't have to understand a whole lot of stuff. Just reach out to Him and say, "God, help me." There was another time when a man came to Jesus and Jesus said, "Believe." And he said, "Lord, I do believe. Help my unbelief." And that sometimes you might need to fall back on that. "Lord, I believe, but man, you got to help me here." The last one is this. His love for me, His compassion for the hurting will override the theologians. His love for me, His compassion for me will jump out of the theologians' boxes that they've created. I hope every theologian will be sure that when they draw their boxes of who God is, that they draw them with dotted lines. Go figure all that spit miracle stuff. Explain that one to me. Because it is His character that determines His actions. Truth and grace. And He takes those arms and He wraps them around you. And He will love you right into His kingdom. Bow your head with me a moment. My mom passed away several years ago. My mom was not perfect. She made all kinds of mistakes, but she was still my mom. Don't fret about imperfection. So much more so when we think about who God is and what maybe He can do in our life. Don't fret the imperfection. You see, he was concerned that His branding, He wanted it to be right. It is not about miracles. It is not about those big glowing things. It's about just truth and His grace for you. Set aside what you don't know and embrace the little bit that you do today. Because it's not your faith even. It is His character that determines what He will do in your life. What you need Him to do today, He will do it.